Hey Rohan,
Yes.
can I ask you something very important?
Yes, please.
Okay, so tell me, why does the daughter love her father the most?
Because he gives you his credit card to do loads of shopping.
How insensitive.
Okay, on a serious note, I don't know why. Why?
I'll tell you why. That's because every girl knows that there is at least one man in this world who will never hurt her. Her father.
Trisha, क्या line बोली यार? Totally
Oh
senti.
my God.
Well, on a serious note, yes, the relationship between a father and a daughter is indeed very pure and very precious.
That's because we know no matter what we become, where we go, we will always remain our father's princesses and always be their little angels.
And that is exactly the reason why when these daughters go out to select their prospective husbands, they always see their fathers in them. And that makes our job so difficult.
That's okay. So I'm sure by now you have guessed what our theme for today is. It is the father-daughter special episode
Of Phyllis presents the Twosome powered by
Himani Perfect Diet Tea. Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Philips Presents the Twosome powered by Himani Perfect Diet Tea with me Trisha Varma.
and me, Rohan and Mala, and the culinary journey for today's Twosome is just about to start. In fact, today is a very special episode because today we've invited the cutest father-daughter pair on our show today. And Trisha, would you want to know who they are?
Yes, I'm very excited. I can't wait longer. So let's go and meet up with our twosome for the day.
Hi, my name is Taruna Varma and we have with us my dad, Captain Vivian Varma.
Hi,
And it's a great pleasure to be on the show, The Twosome.
Taruna, being the elder of my two daughters, both of them are very fond of cooking, of course. They have their likes and dislikes. Taruna, as I lovingly call her at home, Manchi. She has several names, Manchi, Manna, things like that. We cook for each other, we cook for the family.
He's a great cook too, by the way.
Yeah,
he loves
I love
to
to cook. That gives some time for extra sleep for my wife, of course.
I think I'm enjoying being with my dad this evening because he's just so supportive towards everything we do. Even though he's our dad, but the way we speak to him, our relationship is more like, friends. We can talk to him about anything. We go partying together. We do all sorts of crazy things together. So yeah, we have a good time. So we've gone through the menu and I actually do have something in mind that I'd like to order for my dad. And I'm really hoping he does like it.
I've done the same. I've had a look at the menu. I must say the selection has been vast, but I do know Taruna's likings. And I have selected something I think very good for her. That's to her taste. And I hope she likes it.
And right now I'm standing next to the very dashing Mr. Vivian Verma, who's also the winner of the Santa Fe Open Golf Tournament. And today he is here to surprise his daughter because he has something very special planned for. So welcome to our show, Captain. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
He has planned something very exclusive for his daughter Taruna. So let me quickly ask him, what is that one dish which you want us to cook for her?
Well, I went through your menu. There is a vast choice, all sorts of delicious dishes. I know my daughter is very fond of seafood. There is a good dish of prawns, but the crab dish really caught my eye.
Crab.
Dungeness baked crab. I think she would like it.
So Dungeness crab cakes is what you're looking out for, yeah?
That's it, Dungeness crab cake.
So before we head to the kitchen to actually make the Dungeness crab cake for Taruna Verma, let's move on to Trisha and let's see what Taruna has to pick for her daddy dearest.
Wow!
Welcome to the show, Taruna.
Thank you so much.
It's a great honor having you.
It's a pleasure.
So what have you decided to order for your dearest daddy? Something special, I'm sure.
I did actually go through your menu and I must say Manhattan Grill does have a very, very vast selection. It got me confused initially. But I know my dad is a really, really big fan of steak. So I've decided to order the ribeye steak for him and I really do hope he enjoys what I've ordered for him.
Oh my God. So did you know daily 3 billion cups of tea are consumed worldwide? Well, in today's 3 billion quota, this is my cup of Himani Perfect Diet Tea. So while I sip on my tea, you go ahead and take a break.
Philips presents the Twosome, powered by Himani Perfect Diet Tea. Welcome back after the break. You're watching Philips presents the Twosome, powered by Himani Perfect Diet Tea with me, Rohan and Mala. And right now it's time to make Daddy Dearest request for the lovely princess Taruna. We're going to make Dungeness crab cakes, and to help me with this recipe, we have someone very special from the Manhattan Grill restaurant, Chef Robert. Welcome to our show, Chef.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Welcome. He's going to teach us this exotic recipe right now. And let me quickly move on to the ingredients. What are we going to use in this recipe?
So today we've got the picked crab meat. There's no shell inside. We've made sure we pick through that for the shell. We've got flat leaf parsley, garlic, mayonnaise, we have ground paprika, lemons, egg, panko breadcrumbs, Dijon mustard and sauté paprika.
Let's see what's the first step in making this amazing dish. What do we do?
Alright, so first of all we take the crab meat, which we've already picked for the shell as we explained earlier. Next we take the flat leaf parsley,
Right?
and just
Chop it finely.
chop. Doesn't have to be too fine,
Okay.
straight into the pot. Move on. 1 teaspoon of mayonnaise,
Okay.
1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard.
Right.
We'll put in lemon juice, so that's just 2 wedges of lemon.
2 wedges of fresh lemon.
We'll do 1 pinch of paprika.
Okay.
Now this is 80 grams of the diced sauté paprika.
Right.
So we mix this together. So next we're going to put in 1 whole egg,
Oh yeah.
and last of all, just 1
Garlic.
just crushed. Again, depends how much you like, but not too much for overpower the crab. So we're going to again mix this together,
Right.
and just because it's a little bit wet at the moment, we'll put some breadcrumbs in just to dry it and get them to stick together. To adjust
So
the
this is more for the
consistency.
binding of the crab cake.
The main thing is you want it to stay together,
Right.
but you don't want to take out too much moisture, otherwise the crab will
course.
become dry. So that when you can just push it together into a ball.
Okay,
and it
so
doesn't fall
our
apart.
first cake is ready over here.
So next, flour,
Okay.
making sure that we dust off any excess,
Right.
straight into the egg,
Wow.
and then into the breadcrumbs.
Right.
Cover that and leave that for a second. We do the next one. And also just making sure that it's completely coated. If it's not
Yes.
coated with the flour and the egg and the breadcrumbs, then the oil's going to get inside.
Right.
So you're actually using the breadcrumbs to protect it while you're cooking.
So our cakes seem to be ready, and it's time now to move to the fryer to fry this up, and let's see how it looks.
So we're going to fry this for 180 degrees for 3 to 4 minutes. And of course, if you're not a fan of oil, you can always use the Philips air fryer. Well, Chef also showed me a special mango chutney which was made out of mango, sugar and vinegar cooked together. It truly looks amazing, isn't it?
So our Dungeness crab cakes are ready to be served because they're all set and well fried.
We've got a nice golden colour. They just again started to float, which means that they're ready
Delicious.
inside.
So Taruna, your Dungeness crab cakes are ready, and I hope you like them. And it's time now for the innovative recipe of the day. To beat this heat, you need something really cooling and refreshing, and we have the perfect solution for you. We're going to make a lassi recipe today, which is not your conventional one, because we're making apple and mint lassi today. And these are the ingredients. For that, we need yogurt, sugar, mint leaves, cardamom seeds, and apple. So basically, a very simple ingredient and a very refreshing.
Philips presents the Twosome, powered by Himani Perfect Diet Tea.
Welcome back after the break to Philips presents the Twosome, powered by Himani Perfect Diet Tea, with me, your host Trisha Verma, and right now I am in the kitchen of Manhattan Grill with chef to prepare the very special recipe that Taruna has dedicated to her daddy dearest Vivian. So let's go ahead and have a look.
So we've got the 14-ounce ribeye which we're going to grill.
Okay.
We're going to marinate it with.
These are the ingredients.
These
that
are whole peppercorns.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
We've got sea salt. This is very
Sea
nice
salt.
to have with the steak.
Okay.
And then thyme.
Thyme.
Afterwards, we're going to do Manhattan's Idaho fries,
Okay.
which is special to our restaurant and much better than the normal fries. So we'll show you that later.
So I'm very excited. Let's proceed with the recipe.
Okay. So first of all, we've got a 14-ounce bone-in ribeye. This is called the cowboy cut because it's got the bone and it's a nice thick steak, so it's good to cook. And it's got quite a lot of fat, which will melt away when we cook it and leave it really moist and tender.
Okay.
So first of all, we're going to start with the black peppercorns.
Some
the
sea salt.
And then
And a
finally,
little thyme.
thyme. What we're doing is just cracking it and getting the flavours and the aroma out of the pepper.
This
Make
is
sure
the
we're doing-
seasoning.
Yeah, the seasoning. We'll do both sides and then
Okay.
we'll put it to this side and we'll leave it to marinate to get the salt really
It nicely
penetrate.
absorbs the seasoning. Okay. So the seasoning has been done for the steak.
So that's done. So we'll put that to the side. The next we're going to cut our fries. These are Idaho potatoes. They're a very floury potato and that helps when we fry them. So I'm just going to trim the sides off. I'm going to cut them about 10 millimeters thick
10 millimeters thick. Okay.
because we're going to batter them in a
Okay.
minute and fry them with Cajun. We
Okay.
need to make sure they're quite thick because we're going to cook them twice.
Okay.
Because we cook them twice, we need to make sure they're thick enough so that you still have potato left in them once they're
Okay.
finished.
So it doesn't all get fried and become very small. Okay.
So now we're done there, we need to move over to the grill.
Okay. So now we're going to move on to the grill. So the steak has nicely been marinated in the black pepper, thyme and sea salt seasoning. So let's see now what chef is going to do next.
Right. So we've got a grill here. This is real wood. This isn't gas. This is hickory that we
Okay.
cook on. So we're going to get a nice flavour.
Okay.
We take onto the hottest part of the grill.
And this is going to be medium done or well done?
Yeah, we'll do medium.
Medium. Okay, medium.
So what we'll do is we'll leave it to sear. So we're searing in all the flavour to stop the juices from running out.
Okay.
To get a nice grill mark on, we're going to crisscross it.
Okay.
But at this stage,
That's
you don't want to
delicious.
rush. You don't want to rush
Leave it
it,
aside.
so you just leave it. Flip it too much, and it won't get enough colour, and it won't sear in all the flavour.
Okay.
So now
Oh wow. That looks delicious.
you can see it's already starting to
Yeah.
take on the colour, and the smoke coming off. This is going to add lots of flavour into the steak. Nice smoky flavour.
Okay. A nice smoky flavor. Do you like steaks? Yeah.
It's my job. I've got to like them. But yeah, as I say, it's still very important to me that you cook the right steak with the right amount of fat. This is why these ribeyes are really nice, because the fat keeps them really juicy.
Okay. So for all you health freaks, another alternative to do this would be on the Philips air fryer. So chef is going to put this in the oven and we will move on to step 2, which is making the fries. Now we're moving on to the second part of the recipe, which is preparing the fries. So chef, how do you...
Right, so first of all, we've cut the fries already. We're going to place them into 140 degrees. And we're going to do this for 3 minutes, just to soften them up for the next part of the recipe.
Okay.
So, once we've done this, we now have our fries. These have been cooked for 3 minutes already. We have a batter mixture.
And what is this mixture comprised of?
Inside the mixture is flour.
Okay.
There's bicarb powder, salt and water. So we've got the batter inside and now panko breadcrumbs again. So we're going to generously coat that to stick to the batter. So we want it to be almost feel dry.
Okay.
So you can't feel the batter anymore by the time we mix them. And then we're going to cook this at 180 degrees.
For approximately how much time?
They probably take about 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Okay.
Spread them out to make sure they're not sticking together.
So now the fries with the batter nicely have been put inside.
So our ribeye steak and Dungeness crab cake are ready to be served to our guests.
Definitely. I hope they enjoy eating it as much as we enjoyed cooking it.
So without wasting any further time, let's present this food to the father-daughter jodi and let's see how they react to this awesome food.
I'm sure they're going to relish it.
I'd like to thank Team Twosome for having us with them today. We were invited to dine at the Manhattan Grill at the Grand Hyatt, and it was a great pleasure because I had my dad with me. We had a really good time together. I enjoyed my meal. He ordered me crab cakes. He does know my love for seafood, so I really enjoyed myself, and I do hope my dad enjoyed himself as much as I did.
What to say, my daughter really got to know exactly what I wanted. The steak was cooked to the T. I have ordered her something, I hope she liked it. But I must say to my guys and to everyone that Team Twosome have done a great job. We were at the Manhattan Grill. If I have to recommend, I would say people should come there and have a meal as well. Thanks a lot again. Adios. Bye-bye.
So we had a lovely time filming this amazing episode at Manhattan Grill at Grand Hyatt, Dubai, and especially this episode was dedicated to all the lovely daughters.
And most importantly, the fathers, without whom we daughters are incomplete.
Certainly. So on that note, it's time to say goodbye because we'll be back next week with loads of new recipes, lots of fun, and of course a brand new twosome.
Yes, definitely. And in the meantime, you don't forget to follow us on our social media pages because we have a lot of exciting stuff happening there.
So on that note, this is your host Rohan and Mala.
And me, Trisha Verma, saying goodbye from Philips Presents The Twosome, powered by Himani Perfect Diet Tea. Powered by Himani Perfect Diet Tea with me, your host Trisha Verma. And this...
So our ribeye steak and Dungeness crab cakes are ready and ready.
Let me also remind you, an alternative way to make these fries is by... Oh God!
You're right there.
So on that educational note, let's see... I'm sorry.
So I'm standing next to the very stunning Taruna Verma, who is with her daddy. Okay.
Mr. Vivian Verma, who also happens to be the winner of the Santa Fe Open. Vivian Verma, who also happens to be so Captain Vivian Verma, who also happens to be the winner of the Captain Vivian Verma, who is also the winner of the Sharjah Open. Please kill me. Sorry.
The Twosome presenting sponsor
Philips Air Fryer, the joy of homemade. Innovation and you. Philips.
powered by Himani Perfect Diet Tea. Fashion partner Splash. Beauty partner The Artist Beauty Lounge. Magazine partner Gourmet, the GCC's favorite food magazine. Official radio partner City 1016.